So a lot of later year history courses try to incorporate reading skills and thinking about those reading skills and talking about those reading skills. I found in my 4th year that has been the most beneficial for me. I was really shy my first couple years, but because of these courses, I've been able to talk to people about these interests and about the course material in a coherent and concise way.
History has granted me an excellent sense of critical thinking. And by that I mean it teaches you to question not only what is happening, but why and how it is happening, which I think is very important not only for historians, but for students of all sorts of disciplines, to be able to understand what sort of questions you need to be able to ask to get a true understanding of what's happening in the world today and what's happening in the future and what's happened in the past.
I think the most beneficial part of my history degree to this point is in the way that it's allowed me to understand the world around me in a much greater capacity than I think I ever could have without it. A lot of history teachers that you'll have at Western will tell you that history isn't just a series of names and dates. It's the entire past that has led up to the present. Everything that's happened up until now has led up to the world that you live in. And if you don't understand the past, you can't understand the world that you're currently in. And I think that without my history degree, I wouldn't understand the world that I live in to the extent that I do now. And I think that's incredibly valuable to me.
I think history has first and foremost improved my reading comprehension. I remember in first year we were given some readings that were 100 pages long, 150 pages long, but I learned that the most important thing is to understand what the author is trying to convey. And from that I learned how really critical thinking skills, and that's what that means in history is to understand what the message is and why it's important, and then how it's applicable to different sources or how it's applicable to the overall topic we're learning. And I think that's extremely important in all the different areas other than history as well, to understand how what you're learning is applicable to different areas and to translate that knowledge, because that's what's unique about your insight and your contribution to, for example, in tutorials.
I think history has opened a lot of doors for me, created a lot of opportunities, because it has given me specific skills that can help me in essentially any job opportunity that could be presented to me. The ability to write, the ability to think critically, all of these things will help you in any occupation you could ever have after university. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for. And I think it's opened a lot of doors for me because I do have certain skills that are valuable in any possible future after university.
There's a lot of different ways that studying history has helped me in other courses, especially when it comes to anything involving an essay. So essay exams, they're a breeze because history has prepared me for that. I find my roommates will come to me for essay help because I am so familiar with them and I can do them with my eyes closed. Citations, I can do them with my eyes closed. I feel like everything involving anything like analysis or writing, I feel like history has definitely helped me with that.